When Elon Musk's name is brought up, it always indicates a serious matter, and when it involves Shiba Inu, it becomes even more so. A major drama has just begun this time. The development staff is at odds with the user base. A precipice exists at the price. Either there will be a major crash and we should be ready for anything, or there will be a massive breakout and we will be left out for years. Oh, put it simply, this video is crucial, so without further ado, let us get down to brass tacks. These days, Shiba Inu are involved in some major cooking projects. The price is falling steadily. The truth doesn't appear to be congruent with the optimism surrounding Shiba Inu at the moment. Despite several assertions to the contrary, the Shiba Inu community has a stellar reputation for patience, which has served the token well. It's about more than just individuals looking to cash money fast. The Shiba army is committed to seeing the project through to its successful conclusion. Some of these holders have been there since Shiba Inu's humble beginnings and have witnessed its meteoric climb to crypto stardom. They are patient since they have been through major price swings previously. Unfortunately, there is a limit to how patient one can be. When the price keeps falling and the anticipated highs appear far away, doubts start to set in after a certain point. It's as if the bus is taking much longer than anticipated to arrive. You convince yourself it's on its way so you can bear to wait for a while. However, your doubts about its arrival grow in proportion to the time it takes. Currently, that is somewhat the case with Shiba Inu. Although it has never been more put to the test, the community's patience remains unwavering. However, the Shiba Inu people have weathered storms before. Is there anything special about this day? Just how crucial is this very second? Guess what? I'm about to shock you. For those who have been skeptical about the Shiba Inu's potential for future success, something monumental occurred today. The name Elon Musk is even involved, I can assure you. What, however, transpired precisely? People are describing it as a rising hope, and that's where it all begins. Many people think that if we want to reverse the Shiba Inu's decline, we need to get additional investors. Also, I get a lot of the reasoning behind that. Greater liquidity, as in any market, increases confidence in a token, and the same is true in the cryptocurrency market. Bringing in more capital helps keep prices stable, injects new life into the market, and lets the world know that Shiba Inu is still a contender. Let me break it down for you. Imply a greater advance. What you need to get out of these bad circumstances is momentum. However, how will we draw in new customers? In reality, how can we bring this about? The basic premise is simple, actually. There is a whole ecosystem of tokens in Shiba Inu, not only the primary token. The Bone token is among the most essential of these. Additionally, true Shiba Inu believers who are in it for the long haul typically have a few Bone tokens on hand. The intriguing part, though, is right here. As of right now, none of the main exchanges list Bone. Many are completely unaware that it is even there. So picture the consequences if major exchanges listed Bone. It would generate a great deal of enthusiasm. New investors would flood in as more people found out about it. Because many Shiba Inu owners also own Bone, their value would increase as the price of Bone surges. That, however, is merely the first stage. As Bone gains traction, it will bring greater attention to the Shiba Inu ecosystem as a whole, which will in turn boost the primary token's value. Do you think this strategy makes sense? This cycle has the potential to be quite effective. List Bone, generate interest, bring in additional backers, and get the Shiba Inu movement started. As support for listing Bone on major exchanges was growing among Shiba Inu enthusiasts, Lucy, a developer, stepped forward with a pressing message. The ugly truth, she said. When it came time to launch new tokens, Lucy let her social media followers in on some dirty little secret about how centralized cryptocurrency exchanges truly work. Regarding the present state of our Shiba Inu, this is crucial. In Lucy's opinion, there are centralized exchanges that will list tokens with little to no future value for a reasonable price. Unless they bring in cash, she said, not even tokens with strong blockchain support and enormous potential are considered. These platforms no longer prioritize honesty. It's all about business now. Additionally, Lucy brought out the possibility that it might not be wise to pay an exchange to list a token. Many coins that were listed recently have seen a 30 to 50% reduction in value soon after being listed on exchanges, she pointed out. In Lucy's view, centralized exchanges are more concerned with providing the coin of the week and pursuing profits than they are with actually promoting worthwhile projects. She cautioned the Shiba Inu community against depending on these exchanges and instead suggested they create awareness about decentralized finance and genuine, sustainable growth. Her message to the Shiba Inu army was to strive for genuine progress rather than superficial solutions. We have a lot to consider now. Putting bone on the market to entice new investors seems like a reasonable approach. It has the potential to generate enthusiasm and attract additional funding. On the flip side, Lucy's caution raises the possibility that there are hazards associated with depending on centralized exchanges. The true potential of the initiative runs the risk of being overshadowed by the pursuit of short-term profits. Perhaps instead of focusing on short-term solutions, the future could be spent establishing DeFi and making value that lasts. One thing is certain, it's not easy to strike this equilibrium. Careful consideration of the following measures is required of the Shiba Inu community. The tension, though, began to rise at this point. That wasn't the end of Lucy. She went on to further elaborate in a subsequent piece on the truth of listings. She noted that getting the desired listing is no guarantee. In all likelihood, your token will do nothing. Everyone is playing their own game according to the Shiba Inu marketing lead, and the market is severely influenced. You can't expect to succeed by merely joining a major exchange. Lucy has also been clean about her continued optimism about the impending bull market. No exchanges are currently pumping coins, though. Nobody, not even Elon Musk, can give Dogecoin the lift it once had. One major factor, in her opinion, is the general lack of adoption and the fact that new cryptocurrency holders haven't really gotten into it. However, she encouraged the Shiba Inu community that they should prioritize supporting Shibarium, while the DeFi team maintains consistency and continues to expand. In light of the current scenario involving Elon Musk, this is an intriguing point of view. Once upon a time, the price of any cryptocurrency would jump after Elon's tweets or public mentions of it, but that was then. The fact that he can no longer sway the market with his considerable power is indicative of the market's maturity. Or, to paraphrase Lucy, how manipulated it has grown. These days, not even the most famous people can promote a currency without a strong basis, thus hype isn't enough. It is very reasonable to agree with Lucy that there has been a dearth of new investors. The market may use some new life, and the anticipated increase could be a while off unless more people start using cryptocurrencies, particularly new holders. Her point, though, is obvious. Instead than expecting instant boosts from listings or huge names like Elon, keep supporting Shibarium and focus on real development. It certainly makes one think, instead of depending on outside factors to propel expansion, the Shiba Inu community should remain patient and keep building from the bottom up. How the Shiba Inu community is responding to this situation is becoming apparent now. Data from CoinGlass shows that in the last day alone, the amount of derivatives traded on Shiba Inu has increased by a factor of 2. The value of the perpetual futures contract, in particular, increased by a whopping 104%, reaching almost $87 million. What exactly does this imply? Considered in light of all we've discussed. Evidently, many people are still curious about Shiba Inu despite all the worries and doubts. A dramatic increase in futures trading like this indicates that many people are placing large bets on the direction of the price. While some may be bracing for a decline, others may be clinging to the belief that prices would eventually rise. Regardless, it shows that Shiba Inu is still important, and that traders aren't giving up. This increase in futures trading may indicate that some investors are attempting to capitalize on the present uncertainty, especially in light of Lucy's warnings and the conversation about market manipulation. They anticipate price fluctuations and are acting accordingly, hoping to benefit from them regardless of the direction the market takes. It does, however, show that people still have hope in the neighborhood. Despite everything that has happened, they are still engaged in placing bets on the future of Shiba Inu. Even when things are looking uncertain, people are still paying attention and taking action, and Shiba Inu is a prime example of this. However, how do you feel about that?